Health Services and 2020 Vision Radio presents Out of the Shadows and Into the Light with host Dr. Glenville E. Liebert and special guests. Join us every Friday at 7 a.m. as we promote awareness of disability issues to affect policy and social change for the better. Be a part of the conversation by calling 1-869-469-7953 or 1-869-765-7312. You can also WhatsApp call 1-869-669-7312. And don't forget our Magic Jack number 917-460-2187. Every Friday at 7 a.m. we bring you out of the shadows and into the light. Sponsored by Eureka Health Services in collaboration with 2020 Vision Radio.
Are you concerned about your health? Come on, everyone should be. The old people say that who don't pay a doctor will pay a pastor or someone will for you. So before it reaches to that stage, come on in and visit Eureka Health Services in Ramsbury. Dr. Liebert and his associates at Eureka will take excellent care of you. They're friendly, experienced, and professional. So call them at 1-869-469-0521 or 1-869-662-5187. And for more information, just visit their website at www.eurekahealthservices.com. At Eureka Health Services, patients are our number one priority.
Okay, President, good morning to you, and this is another edition of Out of the Shadows and Into the Light, and I am your host, Dr. Glenville Liebert, and with me in the studio is Mr. Lofton Pemberton. And before we get into the program, let us have a word of prayer. Father in heaven, we thank you for the breath of life, for health, for strength, and for this opportunity to share what you have so graciously given and to reach out to help those who are in need as we try to bring those with disabilities out of the shadows and into the light. That you will bless our conversation, bless our thought, and that those who hear the message will be motivated to reach out and help another person today. In Jesus' name we ask these things. Amen. Okay, good morning, Laughter. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Good morning, listening audience. It's a pleasure to be here with Dr. Liebert and Out of the Shadows. Once again, Lofton Pemberton. I'm the new chair of CBR Advocates.
Yes, and Navy CBR Advocates. We are here trying to help persons on Nevis who have disabilities and the elderly who wants to keep active and be out and about and find something useful to do with their time and their energies and provide a safe environment, a safe space in the community where they could spend their daytime hours while their loved ones have gone to work and other places and they can be supported. And so we are trying and we are advocating for community support. We meet once every month on the third Monday in the month at Eureka Health Services premises in Ramsbury, and we have this platform every Friday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. where we make some noise on the airwaves and the internet on 102.1 FM and on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, so that those of you hearing our voice can learn what's going on in Nevis with the disabled community and with the elderly and seniors. And so we're here again another morning, and we just want to let you know that Nevis CBR is alive and well. And what's coming up on the horizon, Lofton?
What's on the horizon is our annual Easter extravaganza, which will be on the 1st of April. It's not April Fool's. It's an April get-together, in which could be at Uvenja and at Caneby. It's going to be an amazing time for the community to come out and join us and have some fun. and also make a contribution. We have tickets on sales, which are $60. And if you buy two, you get one at a discount. So you could get two for like $95. And at the site, it will be $80. We have some sponsors who are helping us. We put out some letters, and we're having some great response within our great community, which is very good to see. And we're looking forward to have a great time this Easter Monday. So please come out and support. For those of you who have gotten the letters and we haven't heard from yet, we're looking forward for your support. And it's a good time to come out and join us and have some fun. We have games, and we have a semi-buffet entree. We got choices of meat. We have chicken, you have mutton, you have pork, and you have fish. I have great salads and great side dishes as well. And we're going to have some fun, a lot of fun. So please come out and join us.
And there'll be there's an auction. Last year we had an auction sale. Items that were donated were put on auction, and folks were allowed to bid, and it was quite a fun event. And just to backtrack a bit, we have had 3 iterations of this Easter extravaganza. The first 3 years, we are thankful to Randy for Lime Restaurant and Beach Bar, but the folks said that they want to try something else this year. So after brainstorming, we came up that we will go to Ubrenter's in Case Bay, and so that's where we will be at this year, the Ubrenter's restaurant there in Case Bay, just near to the sea bridge. And so we want all out there who are hearing, who been at the previous 3 Easter extravaganzas, to come out again and to share with us, and it will be fun. You know, yesterday I played a game of snake and ladders with someone, you know, and they promised to be at the event. You know, they had their game out, and we played a few games. You know, well, one game where they had to leave shortly afterwards, but it was fun. So we have snake and ladders, Ludo, checkers, draft, dominoes, tabletop games, and we'll be having some light entertainment music, maybe a karaoke. I think that is being discussed and organized, as well as the auction sale for items that are donated by our kind sponsors. And of course, it's a time to sit around the table and discuss the issues that affect persons with disabilities and how we could make better plans going forward. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a lot of those board games and stuff that.
Get out of the microphone. Slider. Up on the way. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Someone commented that they want to hear my microphone. Hope that is better now. Yeah. So good morning to Renford and Paulette. I know you are down with the flu. I think Lazar is at the door. Yeah. So Renford and Paulette are a bit down under the weather this morning, and we have some sad news to share. One of our members, Marvin Maloney, also known as Watty, transitioned last evening. He'd been battling illness for the last 3 months since early December. So we extend our condolences to his family, left to mourn his passing, and we just want to express our, deep condolences that, one of our founding members of the Navy CBI advocates have transitioned, and we were rallying for him in prayers, and, he rallied on for about 3 months in that condition. But anyway, may he rest peacefully in the eternal realm. Morning, Desiree. Welcome.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so...
Yes, I mean, also a shout out to Brother Brother Barnell, who's not here with us this morning. He having a little issue as well, so it seemed like the 3 stalwarts phenomenon here with Dr. Liebert has a little bit under the weather today, and we wish them a fast recovery. And they're in our praise as well.
Yeah, but the fact that this show is ongoing, still going, mean that the team is getting stronger. I mean, there's a threefold card is not easily broken. That's a bit with the scripture. So, yes, some of our stalwarts in the show are not here today, but we can still continue the show. So, thank you, Laughton and Dazawi, for rallying around and coming out and keep this show on the road, because many out there are listening and waiting for us. I saw our good ambassador in the UK, Yvonne Jeffers, already online. Good morning, Yvonne, and all the others will be logging on. Oh, I think Renford have a special event coming up. Is it this weekend? Or
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Yes.
So we want to extend our happy birthday
Yes, happy
wishes,
birthday,
Renford.
Yes.
And
Happy
and
birthday,
yeah.
Renford.
And you know, you'll have a splashing time. Show Pilot will be putting on a great spread, and your army of well wishers will be.
And you will be recovered in time to enjoy your birthday.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Yes. So we continue to advocate. And yesterday I met a young lady who reached out to us. I was referred to us, and we are hopeful that she will join the CBR community in Nevis. She has special mobility challenges, and we are wishing her well. I don't want to put her in the spotlight as yet. She's not ready to come public too much yet, but you know, she sounds very encouraging that there are still folks out here who are doing things to help people like her to, you know, rebuild a life, or to move on with life despite whatever impairment may come your way. And that's what CBR is all about. It is helping a person with a disability and their family members, their immediate community, to accept them for what they are, and to help them to move on with life. If recovery is not possible because the impairment is so fixed in whatever way it is, then there are ways of adaptation, and there are lots of technologies exist called assistive devices, assistive technology, and it's a big initiative globally to roll out these technologies to all who will desire to have them and need them. And so that part of the CBR program is to have assistive technology roll out locally, and of course we are part of a global CBR community, and so we are advocating for these technologies to be made more available. It has to be customized to the individual, and you know, I mean, everyone have a different impairment. By and large, it's not a one-size-fits-all, and so with the proper evaluation, assessment, you know, proper diagnosis, then the right technology can be sourced for the individual. So anyone out there hearing my voice this morning, hope is on the way, help is on the way. Keep hope alive that where there is a will, there is a way. And through CBR, we will research and explore possibilities to help persons with disabilities to get on with life and to be functional, support, be contributing to their immediate community, their family, their livelihood, and skill training is part of the CBR agenda. So when we have our Easter extravaganza on Easter Monday, we'll be brainstorming ideas like these with our local division compatriots who have disabilities and elderly who need support in whatever way supportive, you know. It's a self-help initiative by and large. So.
But talking about disability, see, the first thing in terms of us is anyone with physically challenge or disability, lack of a better word, but first for us to come to grips with whatever issue we may have. That's the number one thing. And once we do that, then the next step is to adaptation. And then we look within ourselves, and we'll discover that we are multi-talented individuals. And one disability or one you're not able to do one thing doesn't prevent you from being productive or giving back to society or to help yourself. I mean, we are limited by our imagination and with our support. But first, we got to acknowledge and say, well, no, this does not define me. No, I am bigger than this. God gave me multi-talent. I've got more things I can do. There's not one thing. I'm not a cookie mold in which I have to do this and that's it. No, there's other possibilities. Adaptation is the key to life. We got to accept our challenges that we have and find means to work with our challenges. And family support is also welcome, but it's all about the purpose and reason why I'm here is to help empower others to become the best they can become and then realize the hidden talent that they have, because we are multi-talented people. And regardless of our education system or whatever, our skills, we can learn skills quickly and adapt accordingly. There's nothing can stop us from achieving whatever we want to achieve to be self-sustainable but ourselves. Once we change our mindset, everything is possible. And we also have to adapt to our eating style as well. Because if we're unable to get the exercise we normally would need, then we cannot consume those foods that would keep us down. We have to balance our diet with a lot of fruits and vegetables and find some means of exercising, even if you're in a chair or whatever, find some means of getting some body part active and so forth. So do not limit ourselves, do not become couch potato or whatever. Come on out and embrace yourself. We all help each other, encourage each other, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, and we're creating a community, a supportive community where, you see people with similar challenges like you, and you take courage knowing that you're not alone in this world and that together everyone achieves more as we collaborate, work with persons out there, professionals, other facilitators who will help you to rebuild your life, learn skills, new technologies, etc. And then, it makes life more worthwhile and meaningful. And as Rightful said, Lafton, having that mindset, getting the mind right. I mean, people with disabilities, they suffer loss of self-esteem, stigma, discrimination, and when everyone keep looking at them differently and speaking about them adversely, they can get pretty depressed, and it takes a lot of mental strength and fortitude to stand up to all the criticism that will come and the funny looks that people will get when they go in public places, and all the questions that what happened to you, what do you, what going on, to tell the story over and over again can become quite overbearing, and people try to retreat and hide away because they get tired of telling the story as to how they come to be the way they are, and so then they have no good answers to explain the situation, and then after to tell the story, people just say, okay, and there's a silence and a pause, and there's no no support, and you feel as if you've been exposed, and then you can't get help from the person who you've been exposed to, So all these are things that people tend to retreat and withdraw and prefer to stay in their lockdown spaces at home or wherever they find comfort, But this program is to let them know that
they're not alone.
this change is possible. You could get the strength to tell your story, share your scars, and feel good about yourself that you have survived that episode, that injury, whatever the case might be that caused you to be disabled or have an impairment, that you have survived it, you're still alive. Life goes on, and you're adapting to your new situation, and you're finding new ways and means. And as I said, people with disabilities are very creative, very resourceful person. They find new ways of doing things with standard material, And so we have a lot to learn from persons with disabilities, and they can have a lot to teach the ways of humanity, ways of society. And so we have to accept them. The theme for this day is what? For the open day, the extravaganza, acceptance and inclusion, right? Yeah. So we want to let persons know that they're accepted and they're part of us, a community. We include you in our discussion, our planning, and things like that.
Well, after what you said was so true. Once they accept that this is who I am, they can start to build their self-confidence, self-esteem, and listening to the young lady who I was introduced to yesterday, it was an eye-opener to realize that they got so accustomed to being at home, in their own space, that you try to bring them out and it's like they're hesitant, they're not too sure. But it takes time and patience, a lot of patience to be persons with disabilities. So that we'll have to have with them patience.
Definitely, it's all right there with that, Desiree. I mean, you could see, the young lady, she was glad that we reached out, but, she's still 2 steps forward and 3 steps backward, I prefer to work remotely, I prefer to stay at home or work from home, Yes, we understand that, but we want you to learn to come out and, socialize and like that, And so that timidity, that fear, because you don't know how people will react and so on. And, those fears can be overcome, with repeated exposure and reassurance, knowing that, Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the key. I'm looking forward to meet this young lady,
Yeah.
so I can help motivate her and so forth. Because, I'm a very strong-willed and strong-minded individual, and I really do not cater to what people say. I mean, when people look at me a certain way, that gives me more energy, to do or succeed. Any disappointment I get in life, it gives me more reason to persevere and to do things and so forth. Because people are going to think one way or the other, so you cannot really let people affect what you do and what you become. Because one way or the other going to criticize you. But the most important thing is to be comfortable with yourself and build your self-confidence. And to know that your mind can achieve anything you believe. And what you conceive, you can achieve. But you must believe. And the support. And the most important, once you can, for those of us who are challenged, if you can watch videos and see different individual who has been challenged and you see the able to do stuff. Because I do watch some of those videos as well, and those have been motivation for me. Imagine seeing a lady who's don't have double amputee in terms of her arms. I've learned to plait her child hair with her feet, and people who cannot use the keyboard, they learn to use the toes to use the keyboard and so forth. So we are as limited as our imagination, you understand? And we are exceptional people, and we can do anything once we put our mind to it. And with the grace of God and we believe in ourselves, nothing can stop us. Once you have life is the most important thing. Everything is possible once you believe.
Definitely, and so that's the first hurdle to overcome, that mental internal barrier that the person with a disability will have, that they have to overcome that barrier and recognizing that that help is available.
Yes.
And also the immediate family are part of that barrier creation, because they want to protect them from undue exposure, and so we have to get past the family members who are there, the wall
and
of
the protector,
defense,
yes,
protect them, and let them know that yes, you have a loved one who has a challenge, but don't be afraid. There are people out there who can help. Let us have that conversation. Let us begin to explore possibilities and see what are the issues and how we could really help. And know that there are people out there who genuinely care.
Yes.
That's a key word, genuinely care, because the people who may say they care, but then when they realize, then they make matters worse. And so we need to realize that, we have to really go the extra mile or two to reach out to these people to show that that we. Yeah. So. Yes. Good morning to Hazel Claxton on the Facebook Live feed.
Morning, Hazel.
Praying on a blessed Friday.
Yeah. And she wishing Renford happy birthday, and God bless, guide and protect him on his special day. Thank you, Hazel, and I'm sure Renfrew is listening in, and he will receive your messages gracefully. All right. So Zari,
Yes.
talk to us.
Okay.
Talk to the.
Oh.
You know, you have lots of ideas for the extravaganza.
Well, I'm just touch a little bit on the East extravaganza. Someone asked me about kids and about kids ticket. That wasn't on the poster, but the kids tickets. If y'all wanted to bring your children, it would be $35 early bird for the tickets, and then by the gates it would be $40.
Okay, so we'll have to amend the tickets, or we just
Yes, but
just have that fact when we sell the tickets that they will know that we support children as well.
so it's $35 for the children, for the early birds, and $40 at the door. Yes, we did so oversight. Please forgive us, but
Yes.
that will be explained with all of us who will be selling the tickets. So okay, so it's an oversight, but we're just trying to get them out there as soon as possible because time is the issue and time is running by.
Yeah, so the tickets are available to purchase. So just letting you guys know. And we'll be having giveaways. We buy a ticket. You have a ticket number. You'll see a number on your ticket. So that will be raffles for giveaways and so forth.
And the auction, the lovely auction we had last year.
Yes, last year was great. Hoping this will be greater.
So we'll have roughly an auction
Yes.
and so on. So it will be fun. It was great fun last year,
Yeah.
and we hope to make it bigger and better. And thanks to Rodney Fleming at U Brunter Restaurant that graciously allow us to use the space. So we are moving on, but the objective of this exercise is not just to go and have a good time. We have a long-term vision, a long-term plan, and that plan is unfolding day by day, step by step. Last year we had that summer camp, and it went down very well, and soon after we got a letter of permission from the News administration that we can use the community centers in Cotton Ground and Bath Village from Monday to Friday, 3 days at Cotton Ground and 2 days at Bath from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so after this Easter extravaganza, we'll be recruiting participants for their center. We're looking for volunteers as well who will help us to supervise and facilitate the program at the community center. And we hope to begin to occupy those space after the summer, after the Easter extravaganza. So that those of you who are looking for that relief, respite, somewhere to continue your education. If you went to the Cicely Brown School and you've been discharged because they're out of space, or you past the age to be there, then this center will be a place to come to where you can continue lifelong learning, learn skills, or just have the social care support, being in a safe, friendly, loving community.
And we also have other associates who can help based on the age of the children as well. So we have Mrs. Yasmin Brown, who's having a similar program where she works with the younger children and so forth, what he needs and that have that specific needs and so forth. So, so just we want the community. The more we help, we give, the more we receive. And when we help others, we help ourselves. So it's not about us, especially when it comes from your heart, not from just giving to say you're giving or looking to impress anyone, but when you truly give based on your conviction and your belief from your heart, it's more blessing you receive. And I'm talking from experience, so I know that's a fact. And I know others have done the same sincerely. And so, and like I said, today, one is for us, maybe tomorrow. So everything we do in terms of the CBR, Rehabilitation Center and everything is for ourselves, for our community, okay? And no one knows what tomorrow holds or brings. So the more open we are to these things, and the better, because for those of us who travel, we see a lot of countries, especially if we go to the major countries, whether it be Europe or America and so forth, they have made those changes. They have those centers where people can go and be empowered, confidence, and learn skills and so forth. It's there. So why not? I mean, it's about us. It's about time we incorporate everyone, because everyone has a gift, and there's no need for more isolation, because it's inclusion. The whole system of the education system is inclusion. We unfortunate to say, but we are behind in that regard, because in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where I was an educator and so forth, I ended up getting my master's degree in special education because of that need for inclusion. Okay, instead of isolating in the school, we have to learn that all our children have different learning disability and learn different learning style. So once we are able to acknowledge those challenges and so forth, then we need to change our curriculum to address those needs. So from whether it be at a certain age or from first farm, we start teaching the individual children skills for life, so they can help themselves. They may be good at doing things with their hand and so forth, and whatever. So, but we have to prepare our children to become self-sufficiency, to become independent. And who are the silent millionaires next door? The skilled individual. Yes, college education is good and so forth, but yes, but the major thrust and the backbone of every community is the skilled community. And they do not it's not no prejudice based on nobility or whether how many subjects you pass or whatever. No, it's what you love, especially when you do something that you love and that you have that gift for. It's not like a job, it's an enjoyment. So you do not stress, you enjoy, and the more productive you can become. So, and that's what it's all about. It's to help children and individuals recognize the hidden talent they have within themselves, the hidden gift, why they were created for, and so forth. So sometimes it become physically challenging to recognize your special ability or your special gift. Okay? But we are multi-talented, multi-gifted individuals. Okay? And regardless of how the system have not evolved to make this change or to enhance those gifts in our individual, because then they have to increase the teaching system or methodology of our teachers as well, to recognize their different learning styles. And we cannot teach the same way all the time, because different people learn differently. And so we have to train our teachers as well to recognize that. And so recognize that there's a need, and those children that have skills. And so we do have this program, but by the time our children finish high school or fourth form, they should be able to become licensed, be associated with a contractor, whether it be a carpenter or a mason, mechanic, computer, engineer, computer repair, and so forth. But these are skills that are needed, and we have to, most likely now we have to make that transition, because now technology is taking over, and it's not going backwards, so we have to adapt. A lot of those regular jobs, meaning jobs, just a matter of time before we get replaced. It may take a longer because we're in a so-called third world country, but where we have a lot of our main industry is tourism, and then we also have this citizen by investment program. Then we are tracking a lot of those people as well. So it's a matter of time before these technology are required and put into use in our country. So we have to be adaptable and be ready for that situation and train our children. So all of them should become computer literate, should be able to expose to do things via technology, so they can even stay home and make money online doing things that they can do online. They don't have, for those of us who want to stay in the shadows and so forth, but make them still have the skill. When they go to our center to learn the skill, and they can go home and make money while they're at home and doing stuff like that. So that's why we have to be open-minded about that.
The young lady who we met yesterday, I mean, she's doing things to get on with life, and she want to work online, work remotely, and just the thought of, you have to come out to the center. No, I could work remotely, and she is adapting to that lifestyle, learning technology, computer technology, and when I say, we can help you get to the bank and so on. No, you could do online banking, mobile banking.
Yes,
So
yes.
I had no rebuttal to that intention, because of herself, she's getting on with life, and yes, she reached out to us as a group, CBI group, to the ministry. They referred it to us, but she will eventually come around and want to get out and about some more. But the fact is that she already has begun to use computer technology to rebuild her life, and she is part of several online support groups,
Lovely.
that are helping her. And so she is doing things, and yes, now that she knows that there are people around in her neighborhood who she could reach out to as well, and that will make also a big impact going forward. Yes, as you said, there is some mental strengthening capacity building that needs to take place to appear in public spaces again more regularly, and of course the mobility issues, because she messaged me afterward, she was in a pain after coming out. so I have to, she needs support in that area with the pain control and just evaluating that situation. But I'm sure there are ways and means to work around those situations, and we will explore all those options.
And she can be motivation for others as well, and she can become a teacher as well, and to teach others to develop those skills.
Definitely.
So that could also boost her self-confidence and self-worth as well, Yeah,
those are some of the ideas that we explored in our conversation, Yeah, say good morning to our good friend Cyril and Stapleton.
Good morning, Cyril and Stapleton.
Yeah, and Hazel Claxton, of course, and Evan Jeff already commented. Yeah, so we're trying, man. Right now we are on a phase of recruitment, finding persons who are willing to be part of the center program. As we go around the country, we meet people, and we building a file, database of persons. So when we're ready to launch the center program, then we know who we can call up, and we'll need to have transport services available, because these people have mobility challenge, quite a few of them, and so getting out will be a challenge. So we need to support them in that area, and those are not insurmountable logistical things to overcome. But little by little, the need has been identified, and we are putting things in place to meet that need, and we are having conversation with multiple stakeholders, including the government, to support us.
Yes, and what also would help people to come out of the shadows as well is and be part of a community, whether it be in the public sector or the private sector, is to have our institution, our buildings and so, gradually moving towards entertaining them, to include them, and that's what we need to do as well.
Well, I have some good news to share that is concerned. Our good friend Anthony Mills in St. Kitts, he's a wheelchair user. He's a member of the St. Kitts Needs Association Civil Persons. He has been appointed to a committee to review the building codes of the Federation. That's something he has lobbied for many years. So he shared that good news with us yesterday.
Awesome.
That the government has recognized his expertise, his initiative to have those building codes revised, and he's been part of a committee to, review that portfolio for the building.
I got to reach out to him and
Yeah.
as well. But it'll be good to see. Well, at least we start on the federal level, and hopefully that will spill over here in Nevis as well. Because it's about time and it's needed. We have to do something in that regard.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we are one federation, so whatever mandate takes place, I think Nevis will soon catch on, and people will be clamoring for it. So the authorities will have no choice but to implement in one form or another. And of course, certain things have to be unified across the two jurisdictions. And so we welcome Anthony. Congratulations on that appointment, and we look forward to interact with you at a granular level to get ideas and concepts enshrined in practice.
Awesome.
Yes,
Congratulations again, Anthony.
well deserved.
Been working hard on that. So it's about time to see it to fruition.
Yes, and we also want to highlight a condition that can lead to disablement, kidney diseases, and the world celebrated World Kidney Day yesterday, the second Thursday in March every year. And the News Women Society, which I'm also a member of, another community group, we have an ongoing week of activities. So yesterday we were in the square, in the Memorial Square, and giving out flyers and encourage people to drink water. I had a water station and had a banner there to take some photos. So, and there was also interview with a disabled person. Take the call. Yeah, you can slide up the button there.
Yes, good morning.
Slide up the number 3, number 4, 5, yeah.
Yes.
Morning, caller. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Yes, it's a beautiful program. I just tuned in late, but it's a very interesting topic you have there this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, it is. What you're speaking about there is very, very vital for the people of Nevis, especially the young ones coming up. And I'd like to say this to you. A number of years ago, I had the intention was to put a computer lab right there in Brooklyn Village. That's where I was born. This is Civilan anyway.
Yes, Civilan. Thanks for calling in.
Yes.
From St. Martin.
Yes, I was. Yeah, from St. Martin. Yes,
Yeah.
I have a private school here in St. Martin. It's and the idea came about because technology was moving on, and the COVID and everything. We needed computers. You needed the learning from distance at home. So I decided was to come to Nevis and put a computer lab right there in my village in St. James Parish, Nevis. But anyway, I had the money, so I could have invested in it. But there was some obstacle in the way.
Well, Civilan, talk to us, please.
Yes, I will be in touch. We can work something. I'm also an educator. Like I said, I have a master's degree in special education. I'm a former assistant principal at the vocational school as well.
Yes, and that is why, you see, I felt it was very interesting, very important to educate our young ones, because I had a difficult past in terms of education, academics.
Yes.
And so I wanted to give back to my island, my country, because I am living right here in St. Martin, and I'm giving back something to St. Martin. I have a private school here that caters for children who are struggling, and is doing very well. I wanted to do that for my country. But you know what's happening to us over there? You know what's happening to us over there? Greed. We trample on each other's too often for nothing. And this is what is causing the problem right here on that beautiful island of Nevis. I loaned the money to someone else in a different island to invest in such a thing for their island because I had to go to courts to get approval to gain access to the land I wanted to put it on. Thank God, that institution is up and running and doing very, very well. My school here in St. Martin, Bright Future Education Foundation, you can Google it, Bright Future Education Foundation. That is my school I have here. Why can't I do something in my country without any harassment from your very own people? Gentlemen, you know, you are doing a wonderful job there this morning. I admire you. This is a lovely program. Sometimes I call in and I try to express myself because I love my country. I love my island. We just have to stand together. That's interest of our people, our children, that we take over from us when we depart this world. Let us do something for me.
Cyril, thank you so very much for calling, and I have written down your number, so we'll keep in touch with you. 721-580-5946. St. Martin.
Yes, this is. I have a program called Gospel on the Road.
Yeah.
So this is that. Yeah, you can once you go to the website, you'll find all my numbers there. It's Bright Future Education Foundation. Google it and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Bright
Okay.
Future Education.
Bright Future. I will send it to you. Bright Future Education Foundation. Or just Google my name. Just Google my name, Cyril Stapleton. Google my name, Cyril Stapleton, and you'll get it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do, Cyril. And thanks
Well,
for that.
yes,
For that input. You know, we do appreciate your generosity and your interest to support what we are doing here on Nevis. And we need people like you in our corner.
Well, and you will get the opportunity to see, I mean, for your dream to be answered in terms of that. I'm here to make sure help you with that. I'm looking forward for that. Right now I'm getting goosebumps here. When you're talking about that, because that means one of my things as well. So we will reach out together and then we're going to make this happen regardless of what. Okay? Because the children are our future and we have to make it possible for those. And especially those who are physically who are challenged and being told that they can't do this and they can't do that and so forth. And we're going to make it happen for that. That's right.
It could be done.
Yes.
I want to thank you very much. I wanted to thank you so much for remembering our young ones.
Yes.
I wanted to thank you very much. You're doing a wonderful job.
Yes, thank you, Cyril. We are trying. Thanks for the encouragement.
Thank you.
And for the endorsement. What to do.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Yeah.
You as well, and a great weekend as well.
Okay. Okay. So we will have a station ID where we switch over the microphone. I have to be exiting the studio shortly.
Eureka Health Services and 2020 Vision Radio presents Out of the Shadows and Into the Light with host Dr. Glenville E. Liebert and special guests. Join us every Friday at 7 a.m. as we promote awareness of disability issues to affect policy and social change for the better. Be a part of the conversation by calling 1-869-469-7953 or 1-869-765-7312. You can also WhatsApp call 1-869-669-7312. And don't forget our Magic Jack number 917-460-2187. Every Friday at 7 a.m. we bring you out of the shadows and into the light. Sponsored by Eureka Health Services in collaboration with 2020 Vision Radio.
Are you concerned about your health? Come on, everyone should be. The old people say that who don't pay a doctor will pay a pastor, or someone will for you. So before it reaches to that stage, come on in and visit Eureka Health Services in Ramsbury. Dr. Liebert and his associates at Eureka will take excellent care of you. They're friendly, experienced, and professional. So call them at 1-869-469-0521 or 1-869-662-5187. And for more information, just visit their website at www.eurekahealthservices.com. At Eureka Health Services, patients are our number one priority.
Yeah, we're back.
Yes, man, that was a serious call there. I'm sticking. My heart is fluttering inside. For having civilian call. It's so good when you have others out there who are really trying to get back to the community.
Yeah.
And it's very sad to hear that they have to fight, to give back to the community, whether it be government or other people or whatever. But I'm saying, well, there's a will, there's a way. And this 2024 is a serious year for a lot of things, and a serious year for changes as well, and especially for positive change as well. But people out there in from our country who wants to reach out, we're giving them that voice and that opportunity to do so they can contribute to the country, just like they're contributing to wherever they're at, because that's the kind of person they are. They want to give back. And they recognize the fact that the more they give, the more they receive, the more blessing they're receiving. And then, like I said, Mr. Stapleton, in testimony of that, he said he'd opened a center in St. Martin, and now he didn't say which other island it is, but he says doing it. So it's a matter of time to catch on. And for those of us who are listening abroad and really want to contribute to your country, do not hesitate. Where there's a will, find a way. There's a way. And it might be different individual, because sometimes the government can be a hold back because it's too much, whatever, red tape and whatever you got to go through. But like I said, once the desire is there to give back, and the opportunity will present itself. I'm looking forward for that.
Yes, George Nolan said, good morning, guys. I am with you from home.
Good morning, Brother B.
Yes, we know you are here, Brother B, and we with you too, and hope you have speedy recovery as well. And I know, miss you here, boy. They might calling your name and all. Yeah. but yes, speedy recovery. We're looking forward for next week as well. And for our members as well, of executive members of CBR and the advocates, like Beryl, Olivia, we know you are listening as well, and we welcome you for tuning in once again. And we're out here doing our work so we could get things together for this big extravaganza which is coming up on this Easter Monday.
Evan Jeffers asks, is there no visual on Facebook? Yes, can't you see the
slide.
Oh, he don't want to see the flyer anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And MS Stan Stanley said good morning. I can't get the first name pronounced good.
You can't get slide across?
No, I'm talking about the person name. I can't get it pronounced
Okay.
good. But yes, good morning and thank you for joining.
You change good. Okay, one day you have us on screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, folks, I think I will slip out the studio, and thanks for carrying the show.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Good teamwork.
It's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Each one help one,
Okay.
each one teach one.
Until next week, God willing.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, so thank you guys who is on Facebook on the live. Thank you for joining us, and that you will share the word that our Easter extravaganza is coming up. We have roughly about 5 or 4 minutes left. So Yes, now you can see us now, Evan Jeffers, yes.
Yes, Mr. Jeffers.
We just wanted to let persons know about the Easter extravaganza. That's why we had our poster there. So, y'all can spread the word about the Easter extravaganza, and if persons are unable to attend, they can still donate to the cause. You know, they can still donate. If they don't want, they could purchase a ticket and they can give somebody who they think would like to attend.
Yes, that would be very good. And some people may have previous planned activities,
Yes.
whether for family and so forth. But the atmosphere will be also good for family. But like I said, you can make the donation, and we'll be glad for the donation as well, put it to good use and so forth. So you can bless us with your presence, or you can bless us with your donations and so forth, and your support. It all will be greatly appreciated.
Yes. So don't forget that is it on the poster, but don't forget, if you were inquiring about kids, the tickets will be $35 before the event, and on the day it will be $40 for the kids. So $35 before, and then it will be $40 by the gate, and it will include lunch, dessert. So yes.
And if it's more than one child, I hate to use the word kid, because kids mostly use it for animals, but sorry about that. But if you have more than one child, we'd also make accommodation similar to it where we said the price, we buy one and get one discount price.
You buy two.
So whatever the price is, we also would discount the price for additional children as well. 75%, I mean half priced. So if it's $35 for one, the second one will be half priced as well.
Yes.
Okay? So we're going to do all to accommodate our children and the members of our community.
Yes, and there will be the lunch will be catering for everybody who's vegan. So people inquiring about, is there gonna be no meat? Yes, there will be fish, chicken, pork, mutton. What else? That's it, right?
Yes, the vegans are definitely going to be looked out after.
Yes.
And
you don't have to.
And some of those people who don't eat meat, the fish will be specially preserved. We're going to make sure you have enough for those people who maybe eat fish or a vegetarian as well. Okay, because I don't really eat meat either. Yes, I eat fish. And so I would understand that need. And too often we go to places and they have function and they do not cater to people who are vegan. And I always have a problem with that. And so we're going to make sure the needs are met at this Easter extravaganza.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. You will not be left out. There'll be inclusion in terms of your meal. So you can bring in your appetite to enjoy a lunch, a great Easter lunch as well. Once again, I would like to thank some of the sponsors who has already made contribution.
Yes, we want to thank those who already respond to our letters already, and
Like,
they will definitely be shouted out at the event.
Okay.
So, yes, so we're closing off. It's 7:59. So we want to thank everyone who joined us today, and looking forward to seeing you guys next week. So we'll keep you guys updated if anything to do with the Easter extravaganza or anything in general to do with CBR.
Yes, and for those of us, for you who will be at our agro exposition, we'll be having tickets available at the Eureka display, the Eureka Health Services and CBR advocates will have a display. You can purchase your tickets there as well. And you can contact individuals, members as well. You can contact me at 767-4479. You can also contact Savannah Dorr and Dr. Libert as well. And does different members of our group, you can reach out. The tickets will be available.
Yes, so you guys have a blessed Friday and a good weekend, and see you guys next week.
Yes. Have a blessed day, and thanks again for reaching out. God bless you.